pull up this IG Live because I know it's a bunch of crazy stuff going on, and I just wanted to use my platform. If I save one person, or that's one person's life, or I change one person's life, that's better than zero. So I know a lot of people are hearing about the outbreak, the madness that's kind of going on, and I wanted to inform people based upon the stuff that I've heard and some of the research that I've done. It's past the outbreak kind of phase. It's now we reaching it's hit the NBA. I wanted to be the first people making memes. I see them making jokes, and just I get it, Twitter, Instagram. But maybe you might not be affected by it, but somebody else that you probably know will. Whether it's elderly, whether it's people who are sick already, whether it's people who are infected by other type of diseases, cancer patients, these people might not have the immune system to fight this virus off. So, it might not be something that be concerned with you, but being aware and being sympathetic and considerate of people around you that this is urgent. The way they stop viruses is by shutting things down. So you look at Italy, what they're doing in Italy right now, they're in complete, total shutdown mode where everything is being quarantined. People are not allowed to leave the house, etc. And I'm not saying that's where we're headed. Potentially that could be the case. So I want just people to have the awareness of what's going on, that this isn't just a joke. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is for real. People will be affected by it. You might not see it now, but potentially in the next, as early as the next 2 weeks to a month, you might start seeing the effects. We got all these people that might be getting sick, etc., and our healthcare and there's only so many hospitals, so we might not be able to help and treat everybody. So washing your hands, spreading awareness as much as you can is great. Also being considerate, limiting your amount of contact with people, staying at home if it's possible, because you might be carrying it or know somebody who is, and the less people you come in contact with, the better. So I know people are still strolling in. I rarely get on live. I've probably been on live since I've had an Instagram maybe 2 or 3 times in general. But even me, I dismissed it at first. I'm thinking, man, this is people are over-exaggerating, overreacting to this, and it's not that big of a deal. And I wanted to use my platform to kind of change that narrative. I think that I'm seeing now still, even with Harvard shutting down, MIT shutting down, the Warriors, you see the stuff going on in the NBA, what's going on in Italy, people still making jokes about it, people still making memes about it, and people is possibly, the fatality rate has been predicted. People are going to die from this, for real. So I want people to switch that narrative from something that we joking and laughing about to somebody trying to help, and somebody being considerate, raising awareness, and using their platform to try to make a change, because right now it's not looking so good in the NBA, etc. Amidst all the news. So I wanted to jump on live to reiterate that it's not a joke, it's not a game that nobody playing. You might not be affected by it. It might not be about you, but elderly, people who are already sick, people are prone to getting sick, people who have weak immune systems, people who are already infected by other diseases will be, will be affected by it, so having the consideration and the decency to understand that and be aware of that is important, because the way things are headed right now, I'm not sure where it's about to go. So this is not a live for people to overreact and to take things into their own hands and go completely, AWOL. I just wanted to let people know that, to be safe, to leave, stay at home if you possibly can. You save one person, that's better than none. To continue to be serious about it, about what's going on. It's not a joke. People laughing, joking, and making it all about, this or that or basketball. It's beyond basketball. It's beyond sports. I'm not sure what the verdict is going to reach. I think Adam Silver is probably going to make his statement tomorrow. And whatever he makes, the decision he makes, we obviously going to have to stand behind. I think it's that important, the way they stop outbreaks. I wouldn't be surprised if he completely shut down the rest of the season, or to the playoffs, etc. I wouldn't be surprised if that were to be the case. So, like I said, it's bigger than basketball. It's people's health, it's people's lives is at stake. So anything that you could do, staying at home, washing your hands, the littlest amount of movement, the littlest amount of effort, the littlest amount of awareness can help. Like I said, I don't get on IG live that much. It's not really my thing, Instagram, but to try to raise awareness and try to use my platform to help people, for somebody to see this, for somebody to understand the importance of it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make it a overreaction where people go into panic mode. I just think people need to be safe and understand where things are headed and the potential of this pandemic. It's not a game. It's not a joke. Please, but if you have been joking about it and dismissing it, don't feel bad about it or don't be discouraged, because even our president, not saying it's right, but even him, he's been dismissing it and throwing it under the bus or making it not a big deal. So it's not above nobody. That's another conversation. Our president is another conversation for another time. But please, people have the decency to be aware, to be mature about what's going on. Not to laugh and joke about it. I know it's a lot of kids that follow me and they think that it's fun to cool and joke about shit like this, but in actuality, people are gonna die from this. And maybe people you might not see it right now, but the effects might be of it in the next 2 weeks, potentially. So I would suggest people to be a little bit more considerate and things like that, because this is real. And that's pretty much all I had to say. I didn't really want to get on here for too long. I just wanted to raise some awareness. Hopefully some people hear this and change their approach. You know what I mean? And if you're out there and you're listening, I hope that you start to take action. But appreciate y'all for listening.